G'day trendsetters. I planted this row here of peas, little dwarf peas, blue bantam, last week. And I thought, because I pushed them forward a bit because I didn't want them to fall over the edge of the garden bed, but I've got this little space here and I thought I can put a sneaky row of radish in there. This is radish cherry bell, which at the moment it's my favourite anyhow. But because I'd already worked this soil to plant peas in here, I don't have to do anything for that. I just have to plant my seeds. But for the peas, all I did was add blood and bone, a little bit of potash because blood and bone doesn't have potash in it, and a bucket full, two buckets, one each end, of my homemade compost. And it's as simple as, what do they did say here though, cherry bell is an early cropping, highly popular globe-shaped variety. Ooh, la-di-da. Scarlet skinned with a crisp texture and mild flavour. So it prefers a rich, well-drained and sunny situation. We've got all that. What else does it say? 5mm deep. That is also easy. I just like to use a piece of stick with a good sharp edge and to what I think about 5mm or 1/4 inches. And that's what I'm going to call that, maybe just a fraction more. Lovely. What else? Spacing 25 minutes, doesn't matter. That's for rows. I'm not going to put another row in here because I've got the peas. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention, these from seed sowing will be ready in 3 to 4 weeks. Peas, I've still got another week before they're even up out of the ground. Another 3 or 4 weeks before they're even looking like they're going to shade these or give them any sort of competition, which is why I'm putting the sneaky little row of radish in here, because the peas won't harm them at all. And it's as simple as, they're quite a big seed. Can you see? Hope you can see that. They're quite a big seed, so you can plant, if you're only doing a small row like this, you can plant them individually. I like to put 2 in each one, about 2 or 3 inches apart. 3 fell in there, I'm not worried about that. Two more. These have been coated, they've got a blue colour to them, so it doesn't say on the packet, but I'm assuming they've got an antifungal coating on them to stop the seed from rotting, which I don't think you really need on radish seed, but anyhow, it's not a concern for me. It'll be washed off and well and truly gone by the time it comes to eating. Just pop the extra seeds back in the pack. And mark your row, just so you know where it begins and ends. A couple of sticks is good enough for me. Cover them back over. Just firm them in so the soil makes contact with the seeds and vice versa. The seeds make contact with the soil. Give them a water. Keep them moist, don't let them dry out because they're fairly shallow, so once or twice a day is fine. I've never had any trouble getting radish seeds up. They'll be up inside a week, and like I said, 3 to 4 weeks we'll be eating them. That's it, sneaky row of lettuce. Maybe about halfway, so after they've sprouted, then a week after that, so 2 weeks, I might give them a half-strength dose of liquid fertilizer just to keep them growing. You want to grow, if you don't want your radish too hot, the heat increases if they're not grown well or quickly. So by maintaining good soil moisture and applying a little bit of fertilizer every now and then will keep them growing quickly, and they'll still get hot. Radish are always going to get that spicy bite to them, but not too overpowering. And the little cherry bell isn't overly hot to start with. I think that's all I got to say. But if you've got a little space, if you've just planted something, radish are great to interplant, stick around. I read somewhere once about a farmer who never went outside without a packet of radish in his pockets and just stuck seed in everywhere. So there you go. sneaky row of radish. Cheers.